Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today we are in the area between the jungle and the desert, just north of the sand-swept ruins, building a jungle house. This house will sit high on a ridge of one of the cliffs above our stronghold build, with a great panoramic view of the surrounding biomes. This build will be a mix of three different main materials, with those being Yamatai, Khitan and Arena pieces. These pieces are very different, but work nicely together to form a fairly luxurious looking house, with Khitan always being the perfect choice for interiors and that homely feel, Yamatai giving a regal and esteemed look to the alternate elements, and Arena being a nice foundation choice due to its clean, dark brick look that contrasts nicely against the Khitan. The aim of this build is to be a spacious home, with plenty of room for a workshop, kitchen, dining room, office space and more. Due to this build's proximity to a nearby NPC bonfire, you may require the Less Building Placement Restrictions mod to build the house in this location, though this exact design can work well in a multitude of areas. So, without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we'll start off by of course building our base plate. As you can see by the blueprint on screen now, we'll be building a fairly large rectangular base plate that has a small outdoor porch area at the front door and a round gazebo type structure at the back. The house is of a two-tier formation, with the kitchen and dining room area sitting higher than the entranceway, thus requiring a level change between the two sections of the home through a door in the front hall area. Next for the walls. I first covered the outside porch with Arena fences, and then started to place Khitan walls to form the boundaries of the house, using Khitan frames to facilitate a little more light in the build. The choice of Arena fences was a pretty straightforward one. Of course it meshes with the foundations perfectly, but Arena fences also look very nice and quite architecturally sound, therefore they fit the more luxurious theme of this build. Heading to the back, I placed a ring of windows around the back gazebo, and then built up the walls of the house itself a little further. The front section of the build will be 1 story high, with the back section being 2 stories high, with stair access through the kitchen. I covered the foundations facing the entranceway with walls to keep the homely feel alive in the entrance hall. Having these foundations bare would have kind of looked a bit weird and offset the tone of the room a little bit. I used wooden ceilings to create the floor of the second story. Next for the roof. This is a very simple roof structure, with the Yamatai roof pieces above each section of the house, with the larger section requiring a flat apex with a rooftop piece, whereas the smaller section requires just Yamatai roof pieces. Above the gazebo, I created a fairly standard circular roof with Yamatai roof and wedge roof pieces. I also fenced off the area surrounding the cliff edge behind the house, which will serve as the backyard area. I then went back inside and separated the build into the rooms as shown on the blueprint earlier, adding a balcony in the master bedroom on the first floor to look out towards the desert. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to of course furnish. Approaching the build, the front porch area is lit nicely with some standing and bracketed torches, with chairs outside to sit and take in the warmth of this area. Heading inside the entrance hall, this room has access to a variety of places within the build. Heading left, we reach the workshop, where servants can create, maintain and repair items within the household. This room is spacious enough and has a partial barrier to the dining room, which makes it feel quite unique. Heading back out into the hall and into the side office, this is a small room with a desk and some small storage space, mainly used for the sorting of documents and paperwork. Heading up the stairs and through the door, we reach the kitchen. This is a large and expansive kitchen with all the facilities necessary to serve food. This kitchen is perfectly designed for a house like this and is segmented nicely to give it proper structure. Next we'll head into the dining room. You can see there is a partial wall again between the dining room and the kitchen, which reinforces the connection between these two rooms. The dining room itself is fairly spacious, prepared to hold many guests for dinner. Heading upstairs, we end up in the large office area. This is where the residents of the home can write documents, sort out their storage, and more. Heading through the door to the lounge, this is a very small room where the residents can sit and relax away from the hustle and bustle of the rest of the house. This room is also connected to the master bedroom, which has some private storage space along with some nice decorations. This room also has access to the balcony, which provides a nice view over the desert. Finally, we'll head out of the kitchen door to the gazebo and back garden. The gazebo is a nice meeting place for guests to sit and chat, with easy access to the large backyard that provides impressive, expansive views across the exiled lands, utilising the NPC bonfire here nicely to provide more points of interest in this area. And there we have it, a home in the area between the desert and the jungle, just north of the sand-swept ruins. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you have any suggestions for future builds, feel free to leave them in the comments below. As you probably know already, I read and respond to every comment, and I really do enjoy the things you guys suggest, so anything is welcome. Don't forget to join the fun on our Discord through the link in the description, and if you'd like to support the future of this channel, the link to my Patreon is also in the description below, with various tiers and rewards including special Discord roles, sneak peeks at new videos, your name at the end of videos, and more. On that note, a thanks to our patrons Sammy, Doomshade, and Dawnfox. If you're new here, feel free to check out the rest of the content on this channel. There are plenty more Conan Exiles videos coming every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you like what you see, subscribe and turn on post notifications to be the first to be notified when I go live on Twitch, to be the first to see the next video, and to join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.